you own it. Let every mile bring a smile, yeah.
Welcome back to the Road of Life podcast with McKay and Bennett. Today we've got a cool episode. We're talking about growth and gratitude, self-acceptance and self-improvement.
How they're not mutually exclusive. I think for a long time I struggled with this as a dichotomy that I can't be enough as I am because I still have all these things I need to learn and do and overcome in order to achieve the goals I want to achieve in my life. Because I still have all these things to learn and do and evolve into, therefore I'm not currently enough as I am. I always believed that these two things, like acceptance of self and still improving and still growing, were mutually exclusive.
You couldn't be fine or perfect or enough the way you are if there were things that you knew you had to improve on, that there was more for you to become.
Yeah, I haven't achieved all the things I want to achieve in my life yet, obviously. Side note, I don't think we ever achieve all of the things we ever want to achieve in our life. We're always on a growth curve and an evolution.
Yeah.
But because I have not yet achieved these things that I want to achieve, therefore I am not currently enough as I am. Because if I was enough, I would have achieved them.
I wouldn't need to be better. I wouldn't need to improve. I wouldn't need these other things that I know that I need to become.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my self-acceptance can't coexist in my brain with my self-improvement.
It's such a mind-effff. Like it's such a like
bending.
It's a dichotomy that like it's such a really difficult concept to wrap your brain around, that because we talk about you are enough exactly where you are, the way you are, but you also, it's okay to want more.
Yeah.
In fact, you should.
Yeah. We're humans. If we're not we have to constantly be growing and evolving.
If you're not growing, you're dying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's never going to go away. And so if you hinge your ability to believe that you're enough and your self-worth, and if that hinges on you being where you want to be and being done growing and evolving, you will never be enough. You'll never feel worthy. You'll never feel content as you are. And the best way I've heard it described is actually from Cayla Kimble. Like, you can be a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. And that was a real struggle for me to wrap my brain around, for sure.
And I don't think you're alone in that. I think a lot of people, me included, struggle with that, of knowing that I'm supposed to be enough, yet
how could I possibly be?
I'm so far from perfect. There's so much I need to do and learn. How is that even possible?
And so it's almost like having to wrap your brain around that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, who I'm supposed to be in this moment right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that that's who I'm supposed to be next year.
Forever.
Yeah. I'm exactly enough, exactly as I am right now.
For the moment you're in.
In this moment, in this season that I'm in. I think one thing that really helped me wrap my brain around this dichotomy, that I can be a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time, was actually our ayahuasca experience. One of the lessons I took out of that was my intense gratitude that I felt for the old versions of me and all the stuff that she had to go through, that she had to learn, that she had to experience, all the hurt, all the stuff to get to where I am now, and the relationship that I'm in, and the life we're living, and the life we're building towards. And it was almost like, yeah, okay, that version of me was exactly who she needed to be, exactly when she needed to be her, where she needed to be her, so that I could learn the things I needed to learn, experience the things I needed to experience that would get me to the moment I'm in and the life I'm living now. And so that was kind of how I was able to accept the fact that I can be enough exactly as I am and still also be looking to improve, because I'm enough as I am in this moment, but I'm looking to improve tomorrow, next week, next year.
I think you hit on a really critical component of all this as well, is the gratitude piece.
Yeah.
Of being grateful for the person you were, the person you are, and the person that you're going to become. The things that you've had, the things that you have now, and the things that you want.
Yeah.
And gratitude is the secret sauce for making the universe align in your favor. So
bend it to your will
to
almost.
get the things that you want. So
Yeah.
it's almost like you have to go through those challenges and be grateful that you had them. Be grateful for those versions of you and who you are now, so that you can be grateful for the person that you're going to be in the future.
And in fact, being grateful for that version of you that's coming in the future is exactly how you get there. So not only is it not mutually exclusive,
Required.
but it's almost a prerequisite. And so that was a concept that I was really struggling with, because, you know, I've been focusing a lot on my self-worth and my feeling like I'm enough, and for the last couple of years, and like, sidebar, I think that's an epidemic in our society, that
100%.
a lot of people, most people, don't feel enough as they are, and that manifests in all kinds of ways and shows up in our society in all kinds of ways. But I think a lot of people would benefit from the work of self-worth and believing they're enough. And part of what sort of clicked into place for me is, yeah, I can be exactly enough as I am in this moment, period, end of story, and yet still want to grow and improve for the future. That was a tough concept for me. And when I think about it in terms of relationships, I can be intensely grateful for our relationship, for our life, and also still want more for our relationship and for our life. I can want to become the highest and best version of me and continue to be the better version of myself every day. And maybe a future version of me doesn't slam the door when I come and go from the house.
Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe.
Maybe a future version of me is a little less particular about tucking things away.
Yeah, maybe. It's possible. Like, it could be. It could be. Yeah.
But the version of me that I'm continuing to try and evolve to and grow, is the version that gets more comfortable every time with a vulnerable conversation, with sharing my fears, asking for help. Am I perfect at those things now? No, I may be perfect as I am right now in this moment, but I'm not perfect at all of those things.
Pretty close, though.
And so, always looking to evolve and bring the best version of myself into this relationship so that we can elevate our relationship and elevate our life.
Yeah, I think we're always, our relationship is great. It is awesome. No complaints whatsoever.
None? Not a single one?
Not a single one. Even the slam doors. And the PTSD that I get from that. But no, literally our relationship is perfect the way it is for where it is right now. But that doesn't mean that we aren't going to evolve as human beings and in our relationship and make it even better. It can always be better. There's always more to do. There's always other things. There's always growth that can happen. And just because we're not the versions that we're ultimately going to be, I don't know that we're never done. We're never going to arrive. We're never done.
Yeah. There is no ultimate version of us that once we get there, we're like,
we're done. Yeah, let's relax.
Yeah.
No, so our relationship is perfect for where it is. But tomorrow it's going to be different. And it's also going to be perfect where it is.
Which is a tough concept,
really,
right?
Tough.
Because if it's perfect today and it changes, how can it be perfect tomorrow?
It's just the way it is.
Yeah. And so I think the being grateful for what you have today doesn't preclude or exclude the desire and need to grow tomorrow. So gratitude and growth can live together, and not only can live together, but in fact need to live together. And you need to be grateful.
Growth and gratitude, like PB&J.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Or for us, maybe more like coconut and peanut butter.
There you go. All right, enough's enough.
All right, so if you got anything of value from this episode, we would love it if you would share it with someone else who might enjoy the episode. And if you would also, leave us a review or a rating wherever you listen to the podcast, that would be awesome. And we would love if you would join the Traveling the Road of Life Facebook group so we can continue the conversation where we support each other and build momentum and celebrate each other and drive accountability. So you're always welcome. Traveling the Road of Life Facebook group. We'd love to see you there. Bye for now.
Road of life, yes you are.